Well, we are officially 189 days away from our FIRE date, but we still get asked all the time, what is FIRE? Why are you guys doing it? And what are some of the pros and cons? So today, we're going to go over all of that with you, so stick around.
Let's go straight to the point. Since 2019, we changed our lives. We are now in 2023, 20, 21, 22, 4 years. It's been 4 years since we changed I met her before, that's when I changed my life for the first time. But something really important in 2019 when we discovered the concept of FIRE, and this is what we wanted to talk to you today. Every weekend we share a new video, we talk about our financial independence, and as my lovely wife Christine said, in 2024 we are gonna stop working, and here are the reasons.
Yeah, well, right away, what is FIRE? And I think a lot of us here already understand that, but there could be some new people joining us that don't understand. So FIRE stands for Financial Independence, Retire Early. Or we've sort of switched the acronym from Financial Independence, Retire Early to Financial Independence, Relax Early. Really, all it means is you've gained the financial independence to be able to take control of your time and do with it what you want. If you want to continue working, go ahead and do that. If you want to sit on a beach, by all means. If you want to travel the world, go for it. So that is what FIRE is. It's all about managing your own time, how you want to do it, in our minds.
Yeah, stick until the end of this video because I'm going to give you a really good example of what it is and what we are doing to apply to our lives. The second one is...
the first pro.
Oh, okay, I have to talk about the first pro. I didn't know this, but
there's
the first
pros and
pro
cons to it.
Is the freedom. The freedom, not the freedom. The freedom that we do have, that you're going to have in our lives. And already started, and we are in control of our time. We do whatever we needed to do. By tomorrow, actually, when you guys record this video, watch this video on Sunday, which is 189 days, I'm not gonna be here in Canada. Do you know why? Because I have the freedom to decide what I wanted to do, and I'm gonna be in Brazil. You might understand why my accent. So I am a Brazilian Canadian, but that's the freedom that I wanna talk to.
I would just like to add that I will not be in Brazil.
Please not.
Because I do not have the freedom yet to do that.
We both have it, but there are reasons why I have to go at this time. So I can decide what I wanted to do in my life.
Yeah, it's all about choosing that, you want to spend that time, right? So the second pro in our minds, the second pro of FIRE is really learning savings discipline. So you're really learning how to control your money. And it's not that you're depriving yourself of anything, but you've got a goal now and you're really saving towards that goal. And it's a very disciplined approach. It's not whatever I have left over at the end of the month, I'll put that into my savings. No, savings is a priority in your life now, and you become very disciplined at doing it.
Yeah, the other one, as just mentioned a few minutes ago, is the flexibility that we have. I have the flexibility and I'm grateful for that, of working from home, and I can work anywhere in the world. That's basically the flexibility that we're gonna have. And even though with FIRE, by the time that we reach the relax early aspect of it, I can still work, and there is nothing wrong if you decide, you know what, don't want to work and I come back to work. It's up to you. You have the flexibility to decide what you wanted to do.
Yeah. So those are three pros. In our minds, there's a ton of pros, but this video would take forever. So we're going to jump into three cons, three things that people might think about FIRE and think, it's not for me because of these reasons.
Yeah. What is the first one? I don't know.
Oh, wait.
Well, there was a fourth one, but let's not talk about the fourth one. Let's go to the con.
Oh, but that was a good one.
Oh. Okay, well, we'll go and talk about this one.
Are you going to be able to edit that?
Yeah.
You better. I'm not going to have control of this video. So the fourth pro that we have in our little video here today is the reduction of financial stress. So FIRE is all about financial independence, which means you're paying down debt, you're taking control of your money, you know where it's going, and you know exactly how much is coming in. That really takes a lot of anxiety and stress off of you. And I don't know, I think that that's probably one of the biggest pros of financial independence is just lack of stress.
The first con that we have, people think that it's going back to extreme frugality, which I honestly don't think that this is the case at all.
There is cutting of expenses. Like you are going to have to cut back on things, but it's not to the detriment of your happiness.
It should never
No.
be. It should never be.
No.
Let's go to con number 2.
The second con that we've come up with is there's a risk of burnout. So like Xian said, at the beginning, we were go, 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 and you start to see all these big changes in your life and it's super exciting, but you reach a point where it just becomes the daily norm and it's kind of going like this. And you can kind of get a little burnt out from the saving and the investing, because it could take some time to reach financial independence. We're very lucky that we have good jobs and we've been able to really focus on this goal in our life. We don't have children. It's just the two of us to worry about. So we've been able to kind of really, propel this in our lives.
Focus.
But in general, this is going to take a bit of time for people. This isn't something that's just going to happen like that, right?
As I record this video in September 2023, I think you have to go back, and I'm gonna, show you another video that you have to take a look and see how we were last year when we lost quite a lot of money. It's more 3 digits. I'm not gonna say more. So we lost money, and we know, and we were suffering quite a lot because we wanted to do things really fast. I still believe that this is what we are doing, but now we are in control and we have learned our way, in finding the best approach.
And what the fourth con that we've sort of come up with, because we get asked this a lot, even though we're Canadian and we have universal healthcare here, we don't plan on being here. So everybody asks us, oh my gosh, what are you going to do for healthcare? Healthcare is so expensive. And it really is expensive in certain countries, but other places around the world, healthcare is so affordable, and not just run-of-the-mill healthcare. We're talking about excellent, state-of-the-art, world-class healthcare that is so accessible. Luckily for people coming from our situation, where we're bringing North American, Canadian, US dollars or British pounds, stuff like that, to these countries, excuse me, where that money goes further, we're able to pay for this healthcare outside of a plan and really look after ourselves for next to nothing to what we would pay in our home countries. So healthcare could be seen as a con if you're staying in, your home country, but if you're looking to travel or willing to travel for some healthcare costs, you can really cut those in during your FIRE years.
100%. 100%. I'm going to give you a good example of what happened when I was talking about was it the financial freedom?
I think so.
I don't know what it was.
He had an example for the end. Here
I
it is.
had an example from the end, but I'm gonna kind of piggyback in what Christine is saying. As I'm going to Brazil, by the time that I get there, if I want to see a doctor tomorrow, I can go and see the doctor tomorrow. It's different, and I get it. Not everybody is on the same situation as us and having this freedom to do what we want. But if it was not here, thank God we are in a good health and everything. But if you wanted to do this in Canada, use an example that it's like free healthcare. It's not free. We pay a lot of taxes as well. But we have to, understand that this is the process that we have in place, and that's how things work here. But you have the freedom to go to another country. Let's say if you want to go to Malaysia, if you want to go to Brazil, or I know it doesn't matter where you go. You have that freedom as well. Oh, and I just remember what I was gonna say. Okay, say. I'm so excited. I'm so fired up.
I don't know what he was gonna say, so I'm listening too.
I know what it is. And the freedom, it goes back to time. It goes back to the experience that we have in life. And the example that I'm going to give you now, I just turned, is it 51? Yeah,
just turned 51.
Yeah, so 51 years old, and I left Canada, not Canada actually, I left Brazil 20 plus years ago. And when I was talking to Christine, there's a lot of stuff going on with, the work that I do, and I decided to say goodbye, and I decided to quit. And the reason that I'm doing this, that I was thinking about, is because the freedom that I have to do the things that I wanted to do today, I am in control. We are saving money. We are saving money with when we talk about credit cards. We are saving money to trips that we wanted to afford no matter what. And you have to think about this in your situation. Over the last 20 years, I was thinking, how many times did I see my mom? My dad already passed away when I was here in Canada. So for the first 9 years that I was here, I saw my dad 3 times. The 4th time I went to his funeral. It's the same way with my mom. She's getting old and I'm not gonna have, control of this when this is gonna happen. And I thought, you know what? F work. I am not working now. I have decided to pause, even though we are going on this process to financial independence. And the most important thing for me is the experience that I'm gonna have in Brazil with my mom. Listen to what she has to say. And
all the fofoca.
Yeah, all the gossips that she wants to talk to me. But this is a moment that I thought that is worth it, of going back to my family and spending this kind of time, because this is the only thing that you have. Share in the comments below, over the last 5 or 10 years, how many times did you see your parents? Maybe you are, you are in a situation that you are able to see them every weekend. I am not. I only have 10, 15 years, if that.
Yeah.
Is it worth it?
And even me, right? Like, we live here in Toronto, but my dad, and unfortunately my mom has also passed away, but my dad lives a few hours away, and half the year they're not here, right? So over the course of this past summer, we may have made it back to see him 4 times, right? So even when you live close, relatively close, sometimes you don't always have those opportunities, and everything is limited, right? All of our time is limited. So for us, FIRE means managing our time the way we want to manage it. And that's the biggest pro that we have for anybody out there thinking of FIRE, because you control your time, you decide how you want to spend it. And in our case, we really want to spend that with family and friends.
Think about that. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and every weekend we come here and we talk to you about our journey to financial independence. April 2024 is our date, and I'll see you in our next video.
Which is probably going to be really different because I'm not going to be there.
It'll be fun. Subscribe, because we might have to. I don't even know how we're going to be able to
subscribe too, because I want to see it. He's going to be the one doing it.
She doesn't allow me to record videos by myself. She always says it's going to be the both of us. It'll be interesting. Anyway, see you in our next video.
Bye, guys.
Take care. Bye. Oh, I have to go back to my camera.